welcome in to another week of Inside the Hub. Got a bit of flack last time for not introducing you, so make sure to do it this time. We've got Sammy, Dame, back on the panel.
Thanks, mate.
Track from Playmaster. Shear is the widest with Ruben.
How are we all?
Yeah, good.
Very excited. It's a bit humid outside.
A little bit smoky.
Yeah.
Not the best of
Not
Fridays.
quite
but
Sydney. We'll see what happens there with the weather. But yeah.
Yeah, we'll get into the thick of it straight away. Start with the Group 1 at Caulfield tomorrow, the Orr Stakes. Punting Form, they're coming in pretty hot after last week. They're up 9 units last week thanks to standouts winning the Expressway.
Yeah.
And in tomorrow's Group 1, they've got Scales of Justice on top there, around $3.20 mark at the moment.
Yeah, look, it's you've obviously got the race form from 2 weeks ago at the Valley with those guys, Haydock and Scales of Justice, and I think they've got him on top again in this round 2 of it. We actually have head-to-head betting on the exchange with those two.
For that one.
Very new product, that one, but one that we can expect to see a lot of through the Group 1s throughout the Autumn Carnival. So yeah, head-to-head betting on Betfair on the exchange.
It'd be interesting watching those trade. So
but yeah, obviously Haydock jumped as favourite at Moonee Valley when we were there a couple of weekends ago, Sammy, but Scales of Justice got the points. And yeah, look, Shane and Punting Form are happy to go with that again here. About $3.20 on Betfair on the back of some very strong sectional times at Moonee Valley. So yeah, that jumps from barrier 7, which should be suited.
Yeah, so if he's got sort of come across, it can be a bit tricky. We'll see, and if Be Good to Your Mother kicks up, I'd say he'll tag in behind that one.
Yeah, Haydock's probably the obvious leader again.
Yep, yeah, I think that's what they'll do with him all the time now, is push him up. Then you got like class horses like Avilius that they could be working hard.
I know you're a bit keen on Avilius, Sammy. Do you want to touch on him at all? I know you.
I was keen
at the price.
At the start of on Wednesday. I was keen. I was sort of like 14s and stuff like that. He's a lot closer to where he should be now. You look talking about a horse that first up in the spring in the Group 1 over in Sydney. He was like $2.50, $2.60. So. Obviously, these horses are a little bit better, but they're still giving him a pretty big price.
Yeah. And we had Dicko in here during the week to record his deep dive for the Mailbag. They're very keen on Ring-a-Ding-Ding and Alabama Express. They touched on those throughout the Pathway segment. So, another good one to check in on Monday.
He was just motoring home, in that same race.
Last thing I'll say is that there are 2 people in the bookies bag laying Scales of Justice, Jonathan Walsh and Norm Oak, who's been in some pretty good form too. So they're taking on Scales of Justice. So yeah, probably looking at the other side.
Plenty of angles. It's
take
what you want from
so many
who
angles
you want,
on this
really.
one. It should be a very good race.
Yep.
Alrighty. We'll move on to the first Group 2 on the card there, the Blue Diamond Prelude for the girls, the 2-year-old fillies.
The girls.
We've got both Punting Form and TRB have previewed this one. Dano's gone 1.5% of his bank on Montessera. Shane has gone on Fresh for a medium confidence bet, so 3 units. Fresh is about $3.40 at the moment, and $3.30 for Montessera.
Yeah, so they're the 2 favourites there, so you sort of got to align with who you prefer.
Head-to-head bet this one, Sammy.
Yeah, that's true. I don't think we've got one up for that, but that'll be a good one.
But yeah, look, it's obviously a race between 2 for most people, and Dano's on Montessera marked that one $2.70. Right. First off a 70-day break here, Twardy. However, has had a very strong jump out against Loving Gabby, so he likes that form.
Yep.
To come in fresh here, and speaking of fresh,
good segue.
Dano rates at $3.20, $3.50 on Betfair, but obviously Shane likes that one. Was 4 wide last start for most of the trip.
I think our jump out guy was on it too last start.
Yeah. So from barrier 1, obviously maps to get far easier run in transit.
Yeah.
And then Mailbag as well touched on Unstoppable in their Pathway show for the Blue Diamond. So in a couple of weeks' time. So this will be a good little lead-up race for that one here. See how that one tracks. Obviously had very good sectional times last start.
These are Dano's babies, these early races, aren't they?
Yeah, I think he does very well.
Ones,
2 and 3-year-olds. I think he's his bread and butter. So yeah, I'm not going to say I'm leading one way or the other, but definitely take.
Oh, that's a tough one. That one.
Gospel. Yes. Shane's just as sharp as anyone else.
Yeah. I mean, even if you're not betting off Dano's stuff, just reading through like the runner by runner guide and just getting a feel for them and looking at his rated price and stuff, it's always interesting.
Oh yeah, definitely.
To have a read through and see what he's saying about them.
Yeah.
Alrighty, we'll move on then. Race 4, we've got the Blue Diamond Preludes for the Colts and Geldings here. So Dano has gone for 1.3% of his bank on rulership. He's around the $3.85 mark at the moment.
Yep.
And 0.3% of his bank on Rafflin. Bit of a roughie around the $20 mark.
Yeah, I like that. That would probably be the way I'll be sort of leaning instead of trying to pick the eyes out of the two shorter ones.
Yeah.
Like he makes a pretty good case for rulership there as well.
So Dano's Mark Rathman has an $11 chance with $25 or $20 on Betfair. So obviously a little bit of value there for the punters. Good chance to use the Betfair SP product at odds and the rest of it. But yeah, I think again, just like the Phillies race, a lot of people see this one as a race between rulership and Hayes and Attic. So it'll be interesting to see how the market stacks up for the actual Blue Diamond at the completion of these two races on Saturday.
Yeah, great. And on to race 5, we've got the Group 2 Autumn Stakes here. Punting Form with a high confidence bet here. A little bit of a Dutch between Banquo and Microphone. Banquo around $5.80 at the moment. Microphone $3.25. So we're getting just over $2.
Get $2 Dutch.
Yeah.
Right.
So it's, I think very confident on Microphone alone. He kind of mentions in his comments that was the first one he picked out.
Yep.
And then Banquo just likes to step up to 1400. Damien Oliver on board. Always good.
Oh yeah, I like it. There'll be a bit of pace, like Holly one push up. I don't think we've seen him since the start, maybe. So yeah, that'll be interesting to see what they do with him. And yeah, these two will just probably sit back off it, and I think he's tipping either one of them to sort of make a run at it.
Yeah. So with high confidence, you can double your stake. Not bad.
Always high confidence in the Godolphin Blue, Sammy.
Yeah, you do. A little bit too much.
Godolphin's biggest fan over here.
He is. He's very happy this morning.
Always happy when I'm with you, Sammy.
Yeah.
And then another Punting Form high confidence one. This one in race 6. Another Group 2 on the card, the Rubiton Stakes. High confidence bet on Anna Heed.
I don't think I've seen Shane go back-to-back high confidences on one card in a long time. So he's really betting up on Saturday at Caulfield.
He is.
Both up on pace too. So.
Yeah, which is exactly what he said here. Historically, this race has been won by things that lead. And we saw in the Manukau Stakes, Anna Heed last start really go to the front there and put the pressure on early. Had some really good gate speed, and he expects the same here. It's probably the leader with Ronson, which crosses from barrier, which it will cross from barrier 8. Ronson's going to be the inside.
Hard horse too. He'll put pressure on it, so there'll be speed.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of speed, but yeah, he's betting up on Anna Heed here. Not sure what price that is, Betfair.
It's about 410 when I checked half an hour ago or so.
Pretty fair in the market there. So yeah, 5 units bomb from Shane at Anna Heed in the Group 2 Rebutin Stakes.
Big day in New Zealand.
Yeah. There's a Herbie Dykes Stakes Day or Legends Day at Te Rapa tomorrow.
Yeah.
I think that the main horse on everyone's mouth will be Tiako Shark making his return to New Zealand
in the sprint though.
Yeah, the BCD Sprint 1400. Decent field. Avantage.
It's all right.
Win. Endless Drama, who beat Tiako Shark when he was last racing in New Zealand.
Yeah, first
also
up,
at Te Rapa. So,
actually, Melody Bell was in that race as well.
Yeah. I think Melody Bell finished out 4th in that one as well. So
in the spring,
quality field there. But we've got previews for the BCD Sprint, the Herbie Dykes Stakes, and then a couple other races on the card as well. And then, as always, a heap of other racing content on the hub. We'll have speed.
The Guineas, the Waikato Guineas too. So it's a decent race.
Got some speed maps as well, Torty. Obviously, we haven't touched on anything in Sydney yet. With the weather forecast up there, very hard to even predict if we're going to get a race meeting at Warwick Farm or even if they move it to Rose Hill on Saturday. So
they'll see. That's a big race, obviously the English Millions race. So they'll want to race, but
like to see that one go.
Yeah, Salsabil and that, I think. It's already proven on the wet, and everyone's tipping this thing.
$1.45, so not heaps of value there anyway. But I mean, if it's going to walk in, it could win.
Maybe it's a big field. So anyway, look, it does look a very handy horse. So.
Yeah, but if those races do go ahead,
laying that one.
Yeah, Nat Hinkley is. Not one of the boys. There we go. So we'll obviously have speed maps for that if that does go ahead. And have our data science model, no actual real content for that otherwise.
Yeah.
Yep.
We've got WA racing, Magic Millions.
Heaps of WA, yeah.
So we're stacked on the hub.
I think we've got like 8, he's done 8 cards for it. 8 mates.
Yeah. He's gone all out. So, as always, heaps of content on there for the hub. We'll quickly touch on the Big Bash final as well. Who knows, like the racing in Sydney, if it's going to go ahead. We've got the Stars who won last night. Obviously, they're taking on the Thunder.
Very disappointing, I think, the way that this pans out as the final of the Big Bash to not potentially be played because of the rain. They don't reschedule it. But yes, our man is tipping the Stars if that game does go ahead. So market rules here is there needs to be 5 overs played by both teams for a result for those playing along at home. And if it doesn't go ahead, the Sixers actually win because they're the number 1 seed. So there actually has been a lot of action on that Sixers outright market. It's $1.24 now, so likely our weather people.
I can't see the 5 even happening.
Yeah, so
if you can do the 5, it's going to be wet anyway.
So that's a good one to trade in or play in. Fire up Bet Angel there, as well as the completed match market's another one people have been playing in that. So look, if the game does go ahead, our man likes the Stars, but outside that looks like the Sixers might just get ahead here and win.
They got like a horrible record against the Sixers, the Stars, don't they?
No, I think the Stars have won 3 of the last 5 against the Sixers.
Oh, a good record.
And so flip it around, Sammy.
Stars are favourite.
Yeah, and also there's a couple other stats in the preview that mention like the strike rate of the top order batsmen for the Stars is considerably better than the
Stoin.
Stoin went off last night.
Loves it.
Anyway, so that's one to check out and just monitor the weather throughout tonight and tomorrow morning to see if that one goes ahead. But yeah, disappointing the way that Sydney's going to pan out, I think, this weekend, but it is what it is.
Yeah, you can't do much about it, except maybe they need another venue for the cricket.
Better we're here than there.
Bring it down to the G.
Well, yeah, they could. Well, Marvel's got a roof.
True.
Yeah. Anyway.
There you go.
Anyways,
the problem solver.
Always a pleasure to be on the couch with you, gentlemen.
Thanks, boys.
Thanks for watching, folks.